Welcome back to a series so pathetic. Even the Streamer Award subscribed. In today's video, Hassan is once again calling out Penguin Zero because he talked about Hassan zapping his dog. He's melting down over a 55-month subscriber, calling him out for collabing with Asmongold in the past. QT Cinderella Streamer Wars just went down and we got a ton of content. Streamer FanFan and QT were making shock collar jokes. Hassan gave an interview about his career and claims he's changing lives through streaming. He's pathetically attempting to embrace the dog shocking meme after having a crash out over it. Rank #1 detective XQC has exposed QT for apparently hiring Hassan's editors to edit the event. So much for being unbiased. Adin Ross joins in calling out Hassan. QT continues her comedy routine, making fun of Dan Clancy, Rakai, and Your Rage. People are dying of cringe. Streamers are calling out people getting offended over jokes. Burnt Peanut has won the Best VTuber award, making a lot of people mad. QT has made a closing message saying people should not criticize each other and just get along together. Oh, brother. Subscribe or you gotta attend the Streamer Awards. You're cooked.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, so Hassan is once again calling out Penguin Zero Moist Critical because he talked about Hassan electrocuting his dog. Context, basically Asmon is making a very obvious joke on Twitter and Hassan and his community are calling him racist. Hassan expresses frustration being lumped in with Asmongold, calls out Moist for staying silent on Asmon's Elon Omar remarks but doing Colorgate.
Everyone knows players from Asia count less than Western ones, but by how much? It would make sense to have a ratio maybe 5 players from Asia equal to 3 Western players. I feel like it's a pretty fair compromise. Hassan is going to a party tonight for awards that his friends made up for each other. Oh god, thank you for banning that fucking moron. Yes, dude, me and Asmongold are the same. I too also sit around and just, two sides of the same coin, right? For the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. You know, the content of the things that I say don't actually matter in this equation at all. My background doesn't matter. The level of forethought put into this commentary doesn't matter. It's just, we're two guys talking about politics. It's insane to me that Charlie Morse Critical was quick to mention Kaige, but now is completely silenced about Asmongold's completely mask off racism. Yes, because for a lot of content creators, especially on fucking YouTube. But why did you have him on Fear? And he was clearly going down this path. Oh, because I'm also a white supremacist, chatter. The f do you mean?
Clip it and ship it, boys. We got him once again. But honestly, how many times has this man said that he's a white supremacist? Buddy, we get it. Come on. Honestly, he really needs to stop doing this type of sarcasm or whatever, because if you do it every single stream nonstop, I mean, at that point, it's literally just an admission. When you go, oh, I'm really a dog abuser. I totally electrocute my dog.
I am in favor of the widespread torture of animals. I hope that was clear to you.
Probably, how many times are you going to say it? By the way, the chatter is talking about this episode of Hassan's podcast where they actually somewhat got along, and this was a while back, obviously. This would never happen now because tensions have risen to a boiling point. Hassan is talking about Asmon's address on stream, so I don't think they get along any longer. Also, can somebody explain to me why this man is mad at Moist Critical? What the heck did he even do? All he did was call you out for clearly shocking your dog like Palpatine and lying about it. Something any normal person would call out and talk about, especially one of the biggest commentary channels, right? Any normal person would be mad about animal abuse, and this wasn't like a political issue. This wasn't him becoming a right-wing grifter or an Israel dick rider. This was you being a scumbag piece of shit, and he decided to call you out. And the reason he's not talking about whatever situation you're mentioning now is because that's obviously a political thing, something that Charlie doesn't talk about. Also, he really goes, the content of what I say doesn't actually matter. Are you kidding me? That's all that matters. The problem is you say a lot of dumb shit consistently every single day for several years. It's honestly impressive at this point, and that's why you get into all this controversy. Then he tries to explain to his chatter that, oh, I had no idea Asmongold was like this. I didn't know he was gonna turn out to become so racist. That's why I collabed with him, right? But by the way, again, this is a 55-month subscriber confronting him, so bro literally cannot catch a break.
Because I'm also a white supremacist, chatter. The f do you mean? And not because I had no fucking clue that this is what he was going to be doing. You're right, chatter. Thank you. I am the person who is responsible for his rise, you know? Dude. Please, for the love of Christ and all things holy, just fucking take a deep breath and really reconsider who your fucking enemies are. Oh my God. Guy who's been up my asshole every single fucking day. Like, endless amounts of vitriol from his fucking community every single day. And this dumb fuck still thinks like I'm responsible for creating this monster. At a certain point, you have to realize like you just don't have any fucking critical thinking skills whatsoever. Expect a roach infestation today? I know, but the problem is like that's a 55-month subscriber. He's not a fucking I don't think he is like yeah, they're saying they want you to vet collabs better. See, this is what I mean. This is also the secondary because chatter comes in with the most cynical take of all time. Okay. And then other chatters will go, that chatter was right, actually.
Right. Endless amount of vitriol. Hassan, that is literally you and your orbiters, who are the most psychopathic freaks on the internet, who go after people literally in real life. And no, we're not talking about a guy coming up to you, showing you a dog-shocking meme, having a bit of a laugh, who could have possibly been your own fan, literally trying to troll you, and you compare it to being confronted with a gun. Okay, that's completely different. Unlike what happened to Ethan, because of you, people started confronting him in real life, not about memes, but about their actual political opinions, saying, oh my God, you support Israel, say free Palestine, or I don't know, I'm gonna do something bad or something. You never know with these psychopathic people who are trying to take away Ethan's kids, calling CPS, and sending human skulls to his house, which is obviously a death threat. Also, wasn't this guy literally doxing people he disagreed with before? And he was also talking about Asmon's address the other day, saying, oh, anybody in my community can just look it up.
Or whether it be Asmongold's address. What happens when this happens to you the next time you're going through a fucking drive-through?
Absolute hypocrite. And Hassan saying that his chatters have no critical thinking skills. I mean, yes, but also, look at you. You're the leader. You're the king of the fools. These aren't random trolls. These are your 55-month subscribers. This is a self-admission that you suck ass and all your fans suck ass too. Ain't nobody who subscribed to me for 4 years is ever acting like a moron, okay? In fact, they probably have the greatest existence in all of humanity. Happy people, drastically improved their life since watching the series, and they've probably achieved greatness or will in the future. Simply cinema. Subscribe to only take W's. You can hate apolitical people, I do, but shocking a dog is universally hateable. Okay, I agree with the dog thing, but why do you have to hate apolitical people? Some people just don't want to be miserable.
How can I be okay? I hate the woke. I hate woke. I hate the left. I hate the woke.
Hassan, Moist Critical doesn't owe you anything. The only people who owe you things are your orbiters. Politics aren't in Charlie's wheelhouse. Exactly, he just doesn't understand that. He commented on Colorgate because he doesn't like animal abuse, and he often comments on online drama. It's words versus action. Asmon said some words, Hassan abused a dog and lied about it 10 different times, documented on the internet. Leave Charlie out of this. He does his own thing and makes the videos he wants to make. Bro, Hassan is the most petty piece of shit. Just because he criticized him about the dog shocking thing, he started talking about how, oh, nobody should take him seriously. He can't even get on planes. Like,
Moist Critical is afraid of getting on a fucking plane.
Personal fucking insult for absolutely no reason when he's literally having a common sense take. Moving on to QT Cinderella's Streamer Awards. A lot has gone down. We're gonna go through everything one by one, starting with Fanfan, a host, making fun of Hassan. Fanfan asked Hassan about his vibration collar in Rose's outfit.
Is that a vibration remote in your pocket, or are you just excited to be here?
I'll put it on you later.
Is that a threat or like a what was that? Could you explain your inspiration for your outfit tonight? It looks familiar for some reason to me. Ham's over there.
Why would it be familiar to you? I don't understand. I mean, I got it in China, but yeah.
Maybe because I'm Chinese. Maybe that's why.
By the way, if showing Hassan a meme in public is equal to confronting him with a gun, which is what he was comparing it to in his rant, then saying you're going to shock a female streamer later tonight is sexual harassment. I'm sorry. If that is the standard, then that is the equivalency, right? Now, obviously, I'm kidding. I don't actually think that. But reminder, he's also the man who thrusted his pee-pee at Cutie, the host of the show, and told her to look while Ultimate Cock Jellywig was sitting there saying, that's crass. That's pretty crass, Hassan.
And he came in and he said, you could see my dick in this. And I said, Hassan, I'm not looking. And then he proceeded to hump the air and he said, look. And I said, I'm not looking.
That's crass.
But not gonna lie, 35-year-old man here trying to fit in, thinking that he's actually in on the joke that he abused his dog, except it isn't even a joke and you actually did it. And that's why the internet is memeing on you. Buddy, we are the ones who get to laugh because you're the one who did the heinous shit, okay? You're one evil mother flipper. It's like when people make jokes about the baby oil and the Diddy situation, right? It's like he doesn't get a joke about that. Like he's the guy who did the messed up shit like you. Peer responded, calls other people fascists, but wears the outfit of actual fascist lol. You can't get any more clown mode than this. Hassan on stream is going to compare this moment to Emiru getting S8. I mean, that's literally, dude, if he thinks a meme is that, then this is absolutely sexual harassment because he said, oh yeah, later, right? As if it's like later tonight. And to say it of female host, it's obviously in that sort of context. Hassan, after Fan made that joke, dude, this is Hassan's entire life. Except there isn't even a mask. He's actually crying. Like he does it on stream openly. The frat boy inside of Hassan had to come out for a second. Hassan Sparker zaps again. Gotta zap them all. The way he grabbed the mic shows how sensitive he really is about it. Then we got Cutie attempting to make some jokes.
Stay seated as much as possible. Hassan, if you see Sea-Dog get up, you can use your remote.
Right, so you would think that, oh, this is based in awesome. Cutie is finally on our side, right? But the thing is, she was at the forefront of defending Hassan, literally still says that he didn't shock his dog, and despite accidentally revealing to everyone that it's a shock collar, still stands by the lie. And what's more is that if you actually believe that he zapped his dog, then why are you even inviting him to your event? I'm sorry, is animal abuse just like okay now? Oh, it's all fun and games. Oh, it's a funny meme or whatever. But he actually did it. That's what you don't understand. Like he actually doesn't treat his dog well. He was yanking his previous dog tail, puts him in cage fights, laughs at Kaya in pain and in danger and scared. Make sure she has to wait 7 minutes and stare at him before she gets a sip of water. Not allowed to stretch or even put a paw off the bed. And like, I'm just trying to put it in context. What if this was Hassan actually abusing his partner? Then would you be so like nonchalant about it? Is it different because it's an animal? Because I just don't understand. Like, I don't believe that Cutie is in on the meme. This is a desperate attempt to get on the internet's good side. People responded, name a more pointless award show. The face of a man who takes way too much pleasure hurting dogs. You can see the exact moment Hamas Piker stares down Ludwig for breaking protocol. Jellywig plays. Bzz, bzz. Hassan 48 hours ago was melting down about Asmongold saying these jokes are fine. Yeah, but it's okay when Cutie does it or anybody else. Then Hassan talks about his streaming career and how he's changing lives. Asmon answers the question for Hassan. Who got you into streaming? Destiny.
Not just about covering the news, but then people get to have some sort of impact and hopefully change people's lives for the better.
That's awesome. Well,
What got you into streaming, might I ask?
I was very bad off the
Destiny.
cuff when I first started doing political commentary, and I wanted to get better at it. And I was like, if I can play Fortnite and also be able to talk about politics, like I'll be able to yap a lot better. And now, I mean, it's been what, 7 years?
7 years. So you've been streaming 7 years?
Yeah. At this point, it's been like 7 years, 5 as a full-time streamer, and now I can't seem to shut up. So I guess it worked.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
true.
has
It
worked.
is.
I see
Top
you all
three.
the way
So
at the
true.
top every time I'm streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not the
Dude,
top,
and,
right?
Yup, he's not the top. Definitely gotta remind Diddy Piker that despite all his efforts, he will forever remain rank number 2 political streamer for the rest of his life, right? And don't get me started on YouTube, where he's still getting bodied by brain-breaking slop tubers, as he says. Big fan of the series, obviously.
More Pegasus made a dozen videos about you in the past few days. I love that guy. That guy is my favorite YouTuber, honestly.
By the way, did he just say that he changes people's lives for the better, or was that something else? Because what the fuck are you smoking, man? You are a net negative on planet Earth. Let's not act like you're ever helping anyone, okay? You only exist to cause more damage and chaos. Where there is light, there is darkness. Where there is good, there is evil. Hassan is that evil, right? He solely exists to play villain in the most legendary series ever created since the dawn of time, the Pegasus series. Hassan sure does love dressing like a fascist. Oh, is that like a Mao cosplayer? That would make sense. Okay. Destiny built the throne Hassan sits on. Right, here's him attempting to joke with stable Ronaldo from FaZe, and I want you guys to just focus on the chat here.
Come on, bro. Come on. You know me. I'm a troll. Don't slam me. Don't pick me up. Don't throw me to the...
No, they were saying, what do you want to leave behind in 2025? I said, I don't want to say this in too close proximity to Ron, but nuisance streaming and clip baiting.
Like Jack Doherty, though, right? Not me, right?
I mean, you do it in a more like PG-13 kind of
Do it
way.
in a friendly troll way, Hassan, bro. You know me. Bro, we went to parties together. You know what I'm saying? We've been places.
You keep it up, I'm going to put the collar on you.
Okay, first off, W chat. Everybody should know, Buddy is zapping his dog like Electro Wizard from Clash Royale. Second off, Hassan, for the final time, you are not in on the meme. You literally had a crash out over it, thinking people are trying to kill you because they showed you a meme that you posted on your own Twitter. This obviously bothers you. And you trying to act like you're unaffected and you just love the memes and you're embracing it and you can take a joke is completely fake. You're the scumbag who shocked his dog. You don't get to be in on the jokes. Yup, he compared this to S8, by the way, but hey, Hassan Sparker here is totally in on the jokes. I like this new name. Hassan's dog watching the stream. Why are they dressed like it's the Oscars? Their job is manipulating children. QT had to put this joke through Hassan's legal team first. Bro got the Asian dictator drip. Is it really wearing Mao's suit? Yeah, Hassan has interesting choices for cosplay, I'll just say. Moving on to rank #1 detective XQC exposing QT Streamer Awards. Apparently, it was edited by Hassan's editors. They were the people hired to do the shit. Now, context, Ostonox is Hassan's degenerate freak editor who's always lying on Twitter. XQC shows why not a single clip of him, Asmongold, or any other streamers Hassan is known to dislike was featured during the entire Streamer Awards.
Did Ostonox edit this? If Hassan's editor edited this thing, I mean, it makes sense. I'm nowhere in this shit.
Is powering the
That's crazy. I debunked it. Another win for the debunker. So one of his opinion, he's had a few clips. At least one clip. Look, Hassan is no zone clip, but me in a maid outfit. Actually edited the whole thing. That is wild, brother. Dude. I could be the most mauled about somebody for like one stream, and I'll act like whatever, and I won't ever act any differently. This guy is mad for his boss, fucking boss, and he's actually editing the whole thing around his personal drama. This guy is such a cuck. That's just sad. Buddy, how are you letting these random people that don't even know you exist control your life? That's crazy! Editors, opening video, nominations, bang. Look at this. Editor for Hassan, bang. Editor for Hassan, bang. Editor for Valkyrie, bang. GG's.
Oh my god, the debunker is back at it again. Absolute cinema. So Hassan's editors edited this show, and they were so petty, they decided to leave out clips of Asmongold XQC and a lot of Hassan's ops, even when they are clearly extremely popular streamers and deserve a mention. In fact, XQC was literally nominated for one of the awards, and he still did not appear in the clips, which is blatant favoritism, and obviously shows that this event is extremely biased and the awards are completely rigged. I mean, honestly, how pathetic can you be? And this completely exposes QT as well, because there she was trying to make all these shock collar jokes saying, oh, we're totally part of the meme, right? We totally acknowledge that Hassan shocked his dog. We're totally part of the internet, right? Look at this vibration collar. Look at me making shock collar jokes. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she's working with Hassan's editors. Oh my god. Absolutely snaky moves. So XQC continues crashing out over the editing choices.
Some of these categories are getting 4, 5 clips from Tubbo or whatever the fuck that we haven't seen that much. One small, like, 2 minutes, we get Tubbo 4 times. And then in all the things he talks about, we get no clips or people that he's talking about in those clips. Wait, there's no speed, no Kai. That's most of the live streaming. So I'm not even saying that it's weird. I'm just saying it's just, I think the editing is just biased.
It was quite odd to see dress-up clips from Hassan multiple times and no XQC or Aspen clips. I know both play enough games to have a couple of clips, like not even an Aspen PA clip or XQC making weird noises. Always feels odd to exclude some controversial creators that include Hassan multiple times, who has to be the most controversial of this year. He supports terrorists. I'm sorry, I need to keep bringing that up because whenever anybody says, oh, these guys are so controversial, how do you get more controversial than Hassan? I'm sorry. Like, the dog shocking thing is one thing, but dude, 3, not 1, not 2, 3 different terrorist wars. That is diabolical, okay? QT is literally Hassan's co-host and IRL friend. The editor is literally Hassan's editor. Enough said, I think. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm tired of giving these people the benefit of the doubt. Where like, okay, yeah, these people don't really support Hassan. They're just like in the community, whatever. Nah, QT, Jellywig, all these people, they're explicit supporters at this point.
And the Circle Jerk Awards, the Twitch aristocracy. You're either in or you're out. It's quite odd seeing dress-up clips from Hassan multiple times and no XQC or Asmon clips. Again, whenever something seems like it's problematic or rigged, that's because it probably is. They obviously didn't want to have me in the clips because I'm super controversial and I've talked shit about all of them. Like, obviously.
Hassan's editors actually tried to deflect any blame.
From what I could tell, that Magazine wasn't in the year review vid, and I can't read. This guy has the reading comprehension of his master, aka the fake commie lord. There are 4 names, and I was saying, dude, these videos is like seem pretty selected on like who's on the video, biased almost, right? The video cuts to this shit where your name is on a screen. It's right there. Now go suck your fake commie lord, your master.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Hassan's editor literally has negative IQ. I don't know what the heck he was trying to prove there. He always has the most brain dead tweets on the planet. Obviously, if you work for Hassan, you have contracted his brain damage or something like that. And I just gotta say, this is such a dumb choice by QT, because why on earth would you choose Hassan's editors to edit the show? Because they're obviously going to be disgustingly biased, and it's not like QT can't find editors, right? She's a streamer herself. She makes content. She literally has 1 billion connections. She's part of the Hollywood of Twitch. Her boyfriend is literally Jellywig, one of the biggest content creators, who obviously has 50 editors on payroll. Not actually 50, right? A bunch of editors on payroll because of his YouTube channel as well. All the events he puts on, all the streams he does. Obviously, he has a bunch of editors as well, bunch of contacts, but no, they still go with Hassan's editors. I wonder why. Just gotta say, massive QTL XQCW once again. This is what happens when insiders do their own award show. Imagine if EA ran the video game awards and just included any studio they considered competitors, or excluded any sort of criticism as well. I think the awards have lost full credibility. It's just a big circle jerk. No one will pay attention to it anymore. And yeah, honestly, I think the decision to not give Hassan any award was like a curated PR decision to say that, hey, just because he shocked his dog, there was going to be way too much of backlash if we actually make him win an award. But behind the scenes, he's still running things and his editors are literally editing the event. Right, so out of nowhere, Adin Ross jumps in, calls out the Colorgate Jokes of Streamer Awards, ponders how he'd be treated if he did the same.
And I'm not going to give awards to my dick-sucking friends. I'm not. I'm going to give awards to people that deserve it, like Hassan for shocking his dog and cracking jokes, and everyone thinks it's funny when he literally abused the dog. You know, it's very funny. That's very funny to me. He literally abused his animal. Like, dude, what the f***? Could you imagine? Could you f***ing imagine if I shocked the dog on stream? Could you f***ing imagine what would happen to me? I'd be banned in a second.
Yeah, well, at this point, I think we all know that Hassan is a protected class on Twitch, regardless of what his delusional chat thinks that Asmin is protected on Twitch. I don't know how the fuck you come to that conclusion. Next, they're gonna say Tectone is actually the protected one on Twitch, not Froggen. Brother, delusional scumbags. The thing is, at this point, they are literally Hollywood. They're covering up their crimes. They're okay with zapping dogs. Literally captured on video, lied about it 50 times. It's so obvious. F all these people, all these gaslighting scumbag pieces of shit, constantly lying about every single thing to protect their friends. We are all sick of it. Anyways, then QT attempts to be part of the crowd again, so drops a Dan Clancy joke.
Dan Clancy is here. Which is really nice because I kind of see Dan as a father figure. And just like my real dad, he spends way too much time online hitting on my friends.
Okay, first off, who's doing the camera work here? I mean, why don't they show Dan Clancy's reaction there? Like, you spend bajillion dollars on production, but you can't do basic camera work? Like, what the hell? Second off, I'm getting a call. Hello, Twitch CEO Daniel Clancy here. Why, yes, I do love hitting on your friends' cutie, especially if they're e-girls. You know I love my e-girls. That's why I created Twitch in the first place. An abundance, an unlimited amount of e-girls. And they all have to suck up to me, DJ Dan the Diddler. Now listen here, here's my proposal, cutie. Set me up with extra Emily immediately, or you're perma-banned. In fact, I want to be with her in the car when we die in a car accident. DJ Dan out. Okay, Dan, that was pathetic even for you. Holy shit, the terminal simping, Jesus Christ. No way you predicted it. Pegasus right now, seeing he has been given the perfect green light for another Dan Clancy satirical possession in his video. First off, it is not satirical. It is absolutely real. Dan Clancy has been possessing me. And no amount of exorcisms is getting him out of me. Wait, I didn't want to say it like that. So then she made a joke about Rakai. I have no idea who this guy is. People tell me he's like a tiny, obnoxious Kai Cenat, but like a million times worse. Like completely brain rotted, but I don't know for sure.
What? Rakai in his seat. Did we get Rakai back in his seat? Is he hiding? Rakai? Question.
Yo.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer the test. It's a test, Rakai.
Yo.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Take his mic. Take his mic. What? Well, yeah, no. He's learned his lesson. He's not allowed to answer that.
I've been here for 57
All right, extra
months.
Emily?
What the fuck is this?
That is actually filed. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Okay, so did Rakai like actually steal something like Nina Lynn, or is this like a racist joke or something? I highly doubt she would like explicitly make a racist joke because, you know, because she had that old phase situation where she was apologizing for being friends with people, whatever. But regardless, her delivery sucks in these jokes. She seems afraid to even say anything. She's just very bad at this. If you want to say something, say it with your chest, say it like you mean it, and not like you're going to apologize like 5 minutes later, right? Right. Another clip is going viral about your Rage. Asked his favorite color on the pride flag.
Still on business, Loki.
We're right there with Rage. Rage, I had a quick question. What's your favorite color on the pride flag?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay, maybe I don't get it because I don't follow these streamers or whatever, but was he like homophobic in the past, or is that a reference? Or was he like Hassan who said Hezbollah is my favorite flag, you know, something like that? Funny how you can technically use Hassan for the racist segments, the homophobic segments, the dog shocking segments, the terror supporting segment. Like every segment you can probably use Hassan for it. He's an all-rounder, you know? Real team player right there. If this was the Olympics, he wins every award. But yeah, I don't really know the context. He might be a completely normal guy, but I'm just trying to interpret based on QT's joke. I'm assuming she's poking fun at some controversy. Whoever was writing jokes for her has to be fired ASAP. Snap, this one's going into my cringe compilation. Right, so then Fan made fun of Kai Cenat saying he looks like Diddy, and some guy named Ty Lil got mad for Kai because I guess he's a simp of Kai?
You broke the record for the most expensive haircut and the least educational university. So congratulations to you. Oh, and also congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
If you all gonna be on the mic, now turn this mic, now turn this shit on. Turn this shit on.
If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny. If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
I thought it was.
Have a good night.
Here. Do you want to do a joke?
No.
Okay. I only said that because he got his hair cut.
Okay, this is really awkward and cringe. I guess the joke was, comparing him to Diddy or whatever. I don't know if that's like too far or whatever. But if you're like going to these shows, I guess they're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna poke fun at you or whatever. Kai didn't even really say anything. He just showed it with his face that he didn't like the joke or whatever. But he got his #1 glazer there to talk for him instead. Buddy, just some advice: wipe off your mouth after you're done because it's we can see it right now. It's just fucking ew. Dude got offended on Kai Cenat's behalf. Kai not beating the takes himself too seriously allegations. Dude, I don't know what it is. I cannot watch these guys for a single second, bro. Just the way they present themselves every 2 seconds. Chat. Like, I cannot stand that. How do people watch this shit? You gotta be terminally TikTok brain rotted. The level of cringe, over 9,000. How do you say so much with Kai's meat so far down his throat? Why is everyone so sensitive? I thought they would take jokes better than Hollywood actors. She should have doubled down and said Kai took it well and you got offended for him. The internet is going to love this. Yeah, well, that's more like a shower thought. Like, you're not going to be witty enough to say that in the moment, right? At least QT's not going to be. Anyways, more streamers respond to this whole drama. Myth gives his take on the jokes during Stream Awards in a Tylo moment. Cook sucks. Defends FanFan's performance.
What did you think of the jokes this year? Listen, I don't think the jokes were bad. I think we got to stop apologizing for making jokes right after we say it. We just got to let it bang. If you're gonna say a fucked up joke, say the fucked up joke and let it hang, bro. Say it with your fucking, say that shit. I think what the problem is when people deliver jokes and then they apologize for delivering the joke, it kind of ruins the joke. I think the jokes were great. You just got to stand 10 toes down and just fucking say it, fucking bang it, and people aren't gonna like it, but that's the point. But I laughed at a lot of jokes last night just based off the principle. Like, I like the roasting streamers segment. I think it's funny. I actually do. I like it. There are a lot of times, though, throughout the night where people would say a fucked up joke and then they would apologize. And I'm like, no. Like, I'd be watching. I'm like, don't do it. Don't apologize, bro. Just fucking boom. If you're gonna say a fucked up joke, own it.
These people are stupid. These people are stupid. They can't take jokes, man. They're fucking streamers, okay? These guys are fucking streamers. Get out of the fucking streaming space if you can't handle it. Oh my god. Chat roasts us every fucking day, and these young kids can't take a goddamn joke. That is streamers should be the biggest people. I mean, we should be able to take the jokes the most because we fucking deal with it every day.
I mean, they apologize because they're pathetic and spineless. They obviously get it from the king of all jellyfish, the ruler of jellyfish fields, Ludwig himself, right? They can't really stand by their own jokes. They just apologize right after. They just want to do the correct PR move at any moment, not lose any connections. Even when somebody's being a pansy and getting offended over something, they still want to include them. They still want to suck off their clout or whatever. It's so repulsive. It's just so repulsive. I, for one, will not be apologizing for creating the legendary series. So legendary that intergalactic beings are watching as we speak. Alien224 really liked this episode. I sent it to him in advance. Everybody say hi to Alien224. He's a top 1% viewer. Great guy, actually. Moving on to another controversy. Burnt Peanut won the Best VTuber award, and VTubers were not happy. As you see on Burnt Peanut's Best VTuber win, VTubers in shambles.
Support, gentlemen. Good night and Godspeed.
Hey, man. Yo, the VTuber's in shambles.
Award for best reality streamer.
Imagine being a VTuber taking out a fucking loan against the bank from a big fucking corporate to get a model that's costing fucking $60,000 to lose the scuffiest piece of shit avatar from fucking Windows 95. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, I don't really know what qualifies as a VTuber. I thought it's just like a virtual avatar, right, that represents yourself, and I guess that he is in that category, and a lot of people seem to like him, so I don't really see anything wrong here. I guess people really wanted like a female anime girl VTuber to win because that's traditionally what you think of when you think of like a VTuber, but if you want that, then you gotta make a separate category for that, right? You can't really get mad when someone more popular wins like this, if of course it's not rigged. Peanut won because he's actually entertaining, not a corporate anime bot. My goat clip farming to rage bait. Some VTubers think paying more for a model rig will make up for their unentertaining personality. Burnt Peanut is just that good. I can't believe I'm just discovering him now. Voting was 100% hijacked by people who hate VTubing to troll it. His victory showed the world's healing. Normies should just explode. Dude isn't even a VTuber with a clown show. As a VTuber, I find this hilarious. Good for him. If you're able to amass a large following as a Snapchat filter, you're doing something very right as an entertainer. That's true. A bunch of people are happy for him. A bunch of people are mad for him. Classic internet. Moving on to Asmongold calling out Twitch's hypocrisy. Asmon reacts to the boxed ad at the Streamer Awards. Another Gamba ad.
You think Nina Lynn's gonna win Streamer of the Year? I can't see why not. Ooh, another Gamba ad.
I want to see gold.
Kobe. We love gambling.
Fernando Alonso.
Losing all of our money. Chasing losses. Taking out a second mortgage on your house.
EX. A limited box with a first edition rocket pack.
Jungle Box.
Can do this.
What?
10 hours then.
W Box, man. Shout out to Box.
Wow. Maybe I should get a sponsorship with them.
Right, so obviously Hassan and Pokimane are immediately going to quit Twitch now, right? Because they hate gambling. Twitch is promoting gambling. Oh wait, they aren't gonna do shit. A story as old as time. Hypocrisy. It's funny seeing a Gamba ad by people who virtue signal about how bad Kick was for Gamba. I guess they cope that it's just cards, lol. I mean, even Ludwig did like a, what? Was it poker sponsor? And then like a Fansly sponsor? Like, I just don't know. These people are not consistent. And I thought gambling was banned on Twitch. What's going on? Not anymore. Irony is crazy. They hated FCC for accepting millions in a Gamba deal. Then they promoted years later. They're only mad that they didn't get the millions. Well, for Poki and Hassan, 100%. That's the reason. But yes, you can be concerned about gambling and promoting gambling and the effects of that, obviously. But for people like Poki and Hassan, it's just not genuine. So anyways, QT made a closing message. Ends her show with the message about the goal of Streamer Awards. Building bridges. So wholesome.
What I was saying, though, is that I never created this show with the sole purpose of handing out awards. So little boy up there, I hope you feel really good about yourself, because this right here, this is a vehicle for togetherness. This is about building bridges, okay? That's what this is for. And if you're watching right now, maybe you're watching in a chat right now with your favorite streamer. Maybe it's in a Discord call with some friends. Maybe you took the time out of your day to come into this room and watch and be together with us today. And for one night out of the whole entire year, I am lucky enough that all of you let me bring you together, because we are so quick to criticize online. And I hope a night like this reminds everyone to slow down and find time to support each other. So please, do not focus on the winners. Do not focus on the nominees. Focus on all of you, because you're all so inspiring. So many of you. And we can only fit so many of you in this room, and there's so many more that I would love to highlight and I would love to appreciate. And I just thank you all for being the creative minds that you are. And a massive thank you to our production team.
Right. We are quick to criticize online. What is the criticism? Don't electrocute your dog and don't lie about it. Wow, guys, we are just so hateful. Why are we so hateful for thinking somebody zapping their dog is wrong, or somebody supporting terrorists, or committing essay on stream and getting away with it multiple times, or stealing on camera, or driving recklessly, endangering people's lives, right? Calling people out for this, we're the bad guys. Okay. You're so fake. You're so disgusting. You people absolutely suck, and none of us can stand you. No normal person can stand the Hollywood of Twitch. Vehicle for togetherness. Are you kidding me? These bullshit fake speeches, clearly rigged awards. I mean, it's so pathetic. By the way, was that extra Emily literally looking at her phone during this emotional speech by her, like, good friend there? Is she texting with Dan Clancy? Ay, ay, ay. Good sentiment, but saying it at an invite-only event where a number of top streamers were allowed to be at or nominated kind of defeats the message. Togetherness and building bridges, but only with who we choose. Exactly. Yet her group of friends are the main reason for the divide. Nepotism doesn't build bridges. Bridges were already there. Asvin responds, reacts to QT's message of unity.
And find time to support each other.
Nope. Tomorrow I'm gonna cover all the drama for the show. It's gonna be fucking great.
Please.
I'm gonna be back to work tomorrow in the morning. I'm gonna wake up early. It's Sunday. That's the awards day. That's my day.
Listen, the only reason I like the Streamer Awards is that it gives me another episode of the Legendary series. Your entire existence is only a tool for more cinema. Okay, so thank you, QT. Keep being your dumbass self with your dumbass friends. It is lovely and fueling my content. Now click this video for real entertainment, the Legendary series, instead of attending some stupid Streamer Awards. Stay home, have fun, watch some YouTube, fellas. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.